So I have taken my first trade for today, 10th of August, and I had entered in this particular candle, this green candle, and my entry, I took the entry at 17,480 in a put of out of the money put, and actually today I was a bit biased about taking a put because this point 17,613, this particular point. So this point is acting as a resistance band. So once it crosses 17,620, 625, I'll sit for call. But today I was planning to take a PE position and market the first candle. This first candle, it fell around 90 points in the index. So I could have entered there and made good profit, but I waited. I waited for this trending support to break, and once Nifty broke this trending support, I entered at around 17,480. Then Nifty went up. It went up, formed a green candle, a bullish candle, and so I entered exactly at this point, this particular point, 480, 481 something. But then Nifty rallied up a bit. So now I need to trail my SL to this trending support. But again, I'm thinking of this yellow line, this particular yellow line, 17,489, which was the high of the weekly candle for last week. So I'll trail my stop loss there or the trending support line. But the trending support line has now, if now it has become the resistance, then my stop loss will be blown because the trending line, it is above the yellow line. So I'll wait for some time and then see and then decide. Whereas I have two targets which I have not yet mentioned. This is my first target, 17,349, which was the low of yesterday, last trading day. So 17,349, I'll wait for 17,349 and then so let me mention it here. This particular line is my TGT target. So once I get to my target, then I'll decide of trailing my SL or whatever I should do later. And till then, let's have a look at the option chain. So this is this weekly, the expiry of 11th, that is tomorrow, and 17,500 has a call option of 1,58,000. Yeah, the option chain, there are a lot of people sitting in the calls, and 17,400 has 1,47,000 open interest, and change in open interest is 12,000, which was very low today morning. And this is 17,300, I guess, yes, which is 1,29,000, and the change in open interest is 23,000. So let's go back to my chart. And yeah, I'll trail my SL if and when needed. And let me show you guys my trade. So this is my trade. I had taken a PE of 17,350 at 48.65. So, but I was hoping to take the PE of 17,450, but I took the PE of 17,350. So let's see what happens and how to go about with my SL and my target. That's it. So suddenly there has been a lot of port riders on who had entered at 17,500. So probably today my stop loss will get hit, and once it gets hit, I'll close my trading. So no worries for that. But the thing is, Nifty took support from near about this point. So 17,447, and I still don't know. I'm still not clear of any particular reason why it took support from there, but if my SL gets hit, then I'll exit my trading. I'll book my loss, which will be of about 20 and 535, 55 points. So I'll give 55 points in the index to Nifty, and I'll leave my 100 points or whatever I was expected to get. So the volume, no, suddenly there was this 4, you could see, suddenly these 4 green bars in volume, which shows the sudden rise in the price. Maybe it was due to some particular reason. but if my SL gets hit, then I'll exit. Otherwise, this particular line, this 17510, I'll trail my SL to here and then to 489. So let's see what happens. If I should exit or if I should stay in the trade, I'm not sure. Let's see what happens. So Nifty went towards my SL, that is 17535, but it failed to break my SL. It broke it and again came down. It didn't give the closing above my SL, so I have not exited my position till yet. But the reason why Nifty has acted so weirdly is still a mystery for me. But what I could solve was, at 17,500 there are a lot of put writers and call writers. So and the change in open interest for 17,500 call and put both were increasing very fast. So wherever Nifty would take the direction, if Nifty came down from that point, then from below 500, then the call writers would exit, and if Nifty went above 535, 550, then the call writers would exit. So the reason for my SL being 17,535 is, if I go to 15 minutes candle, we can see a clear-cut doji here in this particular point. So this doji was my SL. This doji was my SL. So now if I have to shift my trail my SL, I'll trail it to this particular point, 521, but that will save me 15 points in my SL. So I prefer not to do that, and instead I'll trail it to this particular point of 510, and Nifty has, as you can see, Nifty broke the trending line, the trending support, which became the trending resistance, and it also broke the yellow line, which was the weekly high for the last week's candle, and it crossed 510, and from 510 till 535, Nifty within this 20-25 point, Nifty has consolidated or stayed there for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 candles, that is 55 minutes. Nifty was in this range of 20-25 points for 55 minutes. Then it came towards 489. Now it has again went to 507. And if it has to go down, then it will give time for the put writers to exit their position, and then it can fall very fast. Or if it wants to rally up, it will give the call writers a chance to exit their position, then it will rally up fast. So my SL is fixed, 535, and whereas my entry is 480, so 55 point in the index is my SL, and my target is somewhere around 349, 350, 17,350, which is almost 130 points. So I'll see whether my SL gets hit or I could reach my target. So and now I'm taking a loss in my put option. So I have exited my position. My entry was here in this green candle around 17,480, and my target was here, this 17,351. But today the market is very choppy and it is moving sideways. So I entered after Nifty broke this trending support or the previous support, and then it became the resistance. But then again Nifty broke the resistance or the support of previous time, and it formed a support, trending support below. So my SL was here at 17,535, and I exited exactly at here 17,537. This is the candle where I exited, not the green one, but the first red candle, because I waited for the 5-minute candle to close, and then on the opening of the next candle I exited. So I gave Nifty some 55 points in the index, which was my SL. I don't have any regret in losing it, but I should actually have exited earlier, and I think my stop loss was not good. I think my stop loss should have been 510, 17,510. But and if my SL was 17,510, then I would have exited at exactly in this point. This is where I should have exited, on this particular point. This is where I should have exited, but whereas I exited, I thought of like I'll exit later 535. I kept 535 my SL, but the time decay had have had a huge impact on my strike price, so I made a huge loss of around 1,300 something. And so 57 points I gave today as my SL. But the thing that I realize now is this is my position that I closed, and 1,370 is my loss. So another 100 is 1,470 brokerage and stuff. So almost 1,500. So my learning PNL for today is it doesn't matter the SL on index, how much the SL is, but the time duration is also very important. So for 57 point in the index, I lost almost 1,500 rupees. So time is a very crucial factor. This is my learning PNL for today, and I've already shown my actual PNL. So that's it. Tomorrow is the expiry, and let's see what happens in the expiry, because if tomorrow, I hope that if Nifty breaks this particular line, this trend line, red color, then it can fall down, or if it takes support from this red line, then it can go rally towards 17,600 and above. So that's it for today. Thank you.